Hey guys, what's up? It's Mud and Michael here. I have another build for you. A charge Paladin that utilizes warping around and striking the target. And it's really fun. I made this on this ladder, which is ending, within a few hours at the time of this recording. You'll see a montage, combat montage, original music, of course, by me. That's kind of my format now. If you haven't seen my last several videos, we'll do the gear, we'll do the skills afterwards, a little bit of Candid, just play so you can see how it works in real time. And then I do have some notable trades and a couple just notable rares, actually. That's going to be another thing I'm going to start adding in. Then we'll close out. So let's look at the gear. First off, Breath of the Dying and an Archon Staff, 384% enhanced damage roll. You get amazing mods with this: prevent monster heal, life steal, mana steal, 30 all res, requirements reduced, which is hilarious. The requirements on this thing with the ethereal and the reduced, 20%, 18 strength required, no other stat. You get minus 25% target defense, 50 attack rating, 250% damage to undead with attack rating to undead, 60% increased attack speed, indestructible, 50% chance to cast level 20 Poison Nova when you kill an enemy, just style points there. It does halt regeneration a little, but so does prevent monster heal, so it just kind of lets you know you got to kill, you know, half the time, which is kind of cool. I have gloves here that I crafted. 10% increased attack speed, 15 to attack rating, 2% life steal, 29 fire res. That's kind of why I'm using these, is I wanted the crushing blow and the life steal, but also I needed a little bit of res. 29 fire res, 10 life. We've got a faster cast ring, pretty important on this build since I'm teleporting a lot and repositioning myself to get the charge going again. And then I have 32 to attack rating on this, mana steal, which is good because charge costs a lot of mana, so does teleporting. And so you want a lot of mana steal to be able to hit one thing, get all your mana back. So 7% on this, 6% on this for mana steal. 11 strength as well. Cold resist 14, lightning resist 10. The other ring is just a Raven Frost. We need the cannot be frozen. The main belt here, I crafted a caster belt, and look at it. It rolled so good too. Fire res 26, poison resist 27, regenerate mana 10%, 16 to mana, 40 to life, 10% faster cast rate. We needed the res pretty bad on this build, so Arachnid Mesh obviously would be an okay choice, but the resistances that rolled on this were more desirable. So just with these two pieces, I get 20% faster cast, and it seems to be enough. Goblin Toes for more crushing blow. Could go Gore Riders, but these were working out fine. High Lords, I think, is pretty much a must for this build. Enigma and a Mage Plate. Been using this on my ladder characters for Season 7. G-Face with attack speed jewel in it for more crushing blow, deadly strike, attack speed, strength. And then the charms. We have a Torch 1117 Paladin, Annie 1617. And then I've got max damage, attack rating, life. This one's got 9 max damage, 15 life. Offensive auras, 9 max damage, attack rating, 10 max damage, attack rating with 5 to 10 cold, 8 max damage, attack rating. Another offensive auras, Skiller. This has just got lightning resist 15 with 3 decks, large charm. All resist 4. Fire resist 30 with max damage plus 3. I've got a more lightning res with magic find, lightning res with magic find, 2 16 small charm max damage. Lightning resist, we've got a 317 small charm with little fire, 317 small charm, 316 small charm with 4 to 9 cold, and then a 624 charm with a little poison. So on swap, I have Exile. You probably saw this on my other Paladin build, this ladder, the Frozen Templar. Just putting it there as a placeholder, basically. It does have res, it does have magic find, it does have life tap if I wanted to smite somebody and get life tap going. I don't really use it on this build though, but anyway, just equipped it just to equip it essentially. And then the Blackhand Key. So I finally found a use for this dang thing. You know, it's got level 13 Grim Ward charges, which is pretty cool because it's an ability that you can't get really anywhere else, you know, for the most part. And it's got like a decent level to it, and 30 charges is about enough, really. You don't really seem to run out too quickly with it. So, and it does have 30% faster cast, which is also kind of nice. So that can help you at least set the thing off, get the thing going. And then it does have some fire res, and then 20% damage taken goes to mana is actually not horrible either. Like if you're trying to cast it in the middle of guys and someone hits you, maybe you get your mana back too. I mean, so this is not widely used really by anybody. But I really wanted to find a use for this thing, and I think this is probably one of the best case scenarios for it. So at level 13, it says enemy damage taken 20%. We don't have Find Potion to increase it, so it's just 20%. The duration's 40 seconds. That's pretty long. Enemies slowed by 56%. That's great. And radius 12 yards is not horrible either. So not a bad charge item, you know, like not a spell. I do still wish that you could put you know, like a Zod rune in it and make it indestructible and then make the charges permanent. That would be kind of cool. Just so you could have better quality of life. Let's see. I use 6 charges. Let's just take a look at how much the repair cost is for 6 charges. Okay. So repair, 40,000 for 6 charges. Okay. So not like, you know, it's not horrible, but still, I wish there was Zod capability just to make the quality of life even better. Alrighty, Mercenary, he's got Fortitude and Darl's Visage, Reaper's Toll with a Shale. The other item that I swap to is I will use Demon Limb for the enchant. So we'll do that, and then I'll swap back to the Blackhand Key and put those charges there. We've got Fanaticism running at maximum level. So with our current gear like this, we have a level 29 Fanaticism. That's 526% enhanced off-weapon damage, attack rating 180%, which is pretty good. Attack speed 37%, effective attack speed, and party damage is plus 263%. I do have 1 point, let's see where, yeah, 1 point into Vengeance as well. If I run into some physical immunes, I found that just 1 point into that with this super high damage physical weapon is enough to just waste physical immunes. So I don't really need to use a Sunder Charm, the Bone Break at all. I have 1 point into Sacrifice, 11 into Zeal, 20 Charge, 20 Might for the Synergy, 20 Vigor for the Synergy, 1 point into Redemption. I never even really use it though. And then we do have Cleansing on 1 point into Cleansing, which is very nice for getting rid of curses once in a while. If you get amp damaged, you can become quite weak, and you become like a glass cannon. Not super desirable. Let's look at Charge though. Charge with all the synergies and at level 27 gives 1,550% enhanced damage and 440% attack rating. Pretty sweet. So let's go to an area. This is a terrorized zone. You can see our damage is 21k with Charge. With Zeal, it's 9,500, almost 9,600. Attack rating is almost 12,000 with Charge. So in the terror zone, it says we have 86%, I think. We'll double check that. Let's go hit somebody and let's check it out. Here we go. So let's see. 88%. Okay. And so here we go. I will like teleport back, you know, and look at my mercenary already decrepified everything. Yeah. Pretty awesome. I enjoy this build. The playstyle requires a little bit more involvement. Like you need to get your positioning right, you know. I'm trying not to rely on, you know, like Zeal or anything as much as I can. So here's some physical immunes. I'll just use Vengeance on them. And look. We're just kind of one-tapping those physical immunes with Vengeance, which is cool. There you go. It's actually quite strong. It says it does 12k damage, Vengeance. So, and that's converting lightning, cold, and fire. So, look at that. Not a bad way to just deal with, you know, the immunes. What I like to do as well is put up the... Here, let's go back, and I'll use the Grim Ward. Here. So the Grim Ward is set, and these guys are in range of it now. If I just keep kind of teleporting back here. Look, they're all in range of it. And then they're all running away from me already. And I can just hunt them down. Excellent. Alright, just a few notable rares here, just to kind of change things up from the trades. The Cruel Bite Warfork. It's a rare spear class weapon. And look, everything on it that it rolled is pretty desirable. And this could be upped to a man catcher for more damage and attack speed. And so look, it's got amplified damage on striking, 5% chance, 230% enhanced damage, 5 max damage, 59 attack rating, 7 to 22 cold. Now I know it's not absolutely godly, but if you were trying to like do rares only or something like that for you and your mercenary, which can be fun to attempt, something like this would be really nice. Maybe like a Zeal or Charge Paladin or Act 2 Mercenary. Those could all be interesting options. Here's another one I found. This is a Pike. And, you know, this can be upgraded all the way to a War Pike. And it would have pretty substantial damage. And it did roll 40% attack speed, 224% enhanced damage, 236 to attack rating, 8% life stolen, and 5 mana per kill. Those are all desirable mods too. And I know, once again, these are not as good as rune words and stuff like that, but it's also just trying to show you how good rares are really hard to come by in the game, actually. It would be nice if some of these values could be bumped up just a little bit just to give rares some competitive edge. Here's another one I found that's a Coronet. This has 7 max damage, the Visionary mod, so attack rating based on character level, which is really nice. 97 to attack rating. So that's cool because the flat attack rating can then get enhanced by the percent attack rating from the Visionary mod and 25 fire resist. If this had something like 2 sockets as well, this would be absolutely amazing. But it doesn't. Here's another one I found. It's just a smoke sphere. Essentially 5 to Thunderstorm. I thought this was interesting just for me personally because, you know, eventually I do want to try to play around with Thunderstorm on the Sorceress and see what kind of interesting build I can come up with that. And, you know, that'll require pre-buffing the Thunderstorm, you know, to a level that's like in the 50s or so. And this would help with that. Okay, over here on the other side, I've got a few amulets. This one is pretty nice. 2 to lightning skills, 10% faster cast, 9 to minimum damage, 31 to mana, all resistances plus 19, half freeze duration. Pretty much everything except the min damage is desirable, even for a meta build. And the 9 min damage could even be useful if you were doing some kind of melee sorceress, you know, using a dream or something like that. But anyway, not bad, right? Here's another one that's level 30 required. 2 to traps, 10 faster cast, 5 strength, magic damage reduced by 2. And then this was cool, I thought. 1 to Amazon, half freeze duration, poison length reduced by 25%, and level 2 teleport charges on an amulet. This could be useful on a number of Amazon builds, and so I thought that was pretty cool. Here's something for me as well. A lot of people won't find this very interesting, but I liked it. It would be a niche thing as well, kind of like a pacifist or melee sorceress that I had in mind, using the Nova When Struck procs. So it rolled 14% chance to cast level 5 Nova When Struck, 25 to life. It's got lightning resist 29%, repairs durability, and sockets 2. So like a couple facets in there to help with the Nova When Struck. And then the repairs durability is kind of nice because if you put like facets and stuff in something, it does increase the repair cost a lot. And if you're doing a build that's like a pacifist build where you require getting hit, you know, then it's kind of nice that it repairs itself. The other thing is that you could even just put like damage reduction in this thing, which would be kind of nice too. And then of course the lightning resist is a little bit nice as well. So anyway, I thought this was kind of cool, and I might play around with that. I do have some gear that I've collected over time that has all this Nova When Struck on it, and I'd like to play around with that. All right, here's something that I found that I used for a while on Ladder Season 7, and this I thought competed pretty well with Chance Guards just for Magic Find. So this has 22% Magic Find, 62% gold from monsters, repairs durability, but then it also has Poison Resist 26 and Lightning Resist 12. With those resistances on it, it actually might even be better than just using Chance Guards in a lot of cases. Kind of cool. 20% increased attack speed, 17 to attack rating, mana steal 3%, 23 lightning resist, and poison length reduced by 25%, level 35 required, not bad. And then these ones too, 20% increased attack speed, 3% life stolen, lightning resist 26, fire resist 19 with a bunch of gold, 65%. There's a double bow, and this could be upped to a great bow. 366% enhanced damage, nice. 4 to minimum damage, 159 to attack rating. The 1 to 2 fire damage is an unfortunate stat. But then it has hit causes monster to flee plus 12%, which if you were like a strafe Amazon or something and you wanted to use rares, this would be pretty sweet for that. Here's another weapon I found. This one's actually pretty decent. It's a War Fist, the Eagle Claw. It's ethereal, 8% mana stolen, 4 to 6 cold, an unfortunate 1 to 7 lightning damage, 68 to attack rating, and then 323% enhanced damage. Look at the damage on this thing, 334 at the top end. So it would need a Zod, you know, unless you went Blade Fury with it. But I actually considered maybe Zodding this and trying it on my Physical Claws Assassin that I made last ladder, the Season 6, and trying that out might be kind of fun. And here's a very low level one I found that has some desirable mods. I don't know if this would be good for low level or not exactly, but it looked good to me, so I'm just showing it. It's level 10 required. It's got 10% increased attack speed, 47% enhanced damage, 2 to max damage, 12 poison damage over 3 seconds. The monster flee 25%, which is not awesome, but I don't think it would affect something like PvP. And then it has ethereal repairs durability. And I was like, I don't know, is that a really good level 10 wrist blade for low level dueling? I'm not sure. And then here's another low level item. It's level 18 required. It's got visionary mod, some energy, some mana, fire resist 27, poison length reduced by 25%, and then another level 18 item here. Look at this, the trident with amp damage on strike, 40% enhanced damage, 4 to 13 damage, 200% damage to undead, 232 to attack rating against undead with 8 cold resist. I was just sitting there going like, that's actually really good for level 18. Like if you put this trident and this helm on a mercenary at level 18, he would be destroying. Okay, and then I had to show this because I made a video about this, Dear D2R Dev, about repairs durability and indestructible mod. I really, really, really wish that repairs durability would repair charges on items like this. That would make this very awesome, because then you could use, you know, another bow to get exploding arrow. Like I could use this bow, this rare bow. I could use a phoenix bow, and then I could have exploding arrow with a phoenix bow, or exploding arrow with like faith bow or something crazy like that. You know, that would just be insane. And these are not easy to come by. So cool find. It's too bad the repairs durability doesn't work with repairing charges. Dear D2R Dev, I think that would be a great change. All right. Some notable trades. So I traded an Isterun away for this enhanced damage jewel. It's got 32% enhanced damage and 24 to 45 maximum fire damage. And I grabbed this because I am on this ladder. I made a magic items only Javazon, and I would like to continue with that. I'll just work on it on non-ladder, but I'm going to use this for that character, magic items only. So they got to be blue items, you know? Kind of an interesting itemization for that. It's pretty fun. Here's another one trade I made. I had a demon crossbow listed for 4 sockets. I wanted a Vex rune for it. Somebody gave me an Ohm rune for it. Nice. Here's another one I made. It's a light plate with a perfect defense roll, 15% enhanced defense with 14% increased maximum durability. So 3 sockets, 124 defense. I got an Isterun. I don't really know if it's worth more than that, but at the end of the ladder, it's just kind of like whatever. I just took whatever anyone would offer. Here's another trade. 3 to martial arts, 12 to dexterity. Just magic gloves. Just had them listed for a long time. Someone gave a Mal rune for it. I guess they're trying to get the their martial arts assassin built at like the last minute here, because the ladder's going to end like in a couple hours or so. Here's another one. Same idea here. Greater Talons, 2 to Phoenix Strike. I got a Vex rune for those, so someone trying to make another mosaic before they hit non-ladder, I guess. And those are all I got for the notable trades.